Good time zone, listeners. Um, my name is RJ. This is my fucking second Tavern 12 FPS. Uh, I am joined today by the amazing. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh, it's time. Uh, uh,
Yeah. Hi.
Mia. Ta-da!
Woo. You can't see it, but I'm doing jazz hands. Um, who obliged my silly request for silly FPSs with this silly blob of a creature that I've got. Anyway, um, so in lieu of any further introductions, um, what would Mia be doing in the tavern on just a casual day-to-day basis?
Hmm. Today I think let's make it fitting. Reading some. She's reading a book with plays in it. She's reading a book with plays in it.
Nice. Okay. Go ahead and just roll me a little quick perception, if you please.
Yippee! We are rolling,
Rolling,
rolling, rolling,
rolling,
rolling.
rolling, rolling.
Solid 18.
Solid 18. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, it's a little bit difficult to pin down initially what draws your attention until you realize it's sort of a persistent gooping noise, like something made of slime locomotiving towards you, and then you look up and there is a person made of slime locomotiving towards you, and it it stops like a short distance away and goes, "Hi, are you Mia?"
Oh, hi. May I ask who's asking?
I'm FM. I don't know if you might have heard of me yet. Word seems to be simultaneously very quick and not at all spreading in this tavern. Um,
Um,
I heard,
Yeah, I might have heard you around, seen you around. Okay, so you're FM.
yeah, I heard you were an actress. Uh, you play people, right?
Yes,
Different characters.
that's accurate. I am an actress. I work at the local theater. We've had some really good productions lately. Uh, yeah, this is what I do.
Okay, how do you do that?
Acting, just
Yeah, like being people.
being other, being like other people.
Yeah,
You want to learn?
yes. I don't know how to be a person yet. I'm trying to figure that out.
Aren't we
Someone
all?
suggested that acting might. Well, I mean, you have a face and a personness.
Ah, yeah. I suppose it is a little bit more difficult if you don't have those things. Let, let me ask as the player, what does FM look like right now?
FM is a blob, a featureless blob that is sort of vaguely humanoid shaped.
So right now they're not really mimicking anyone. They're just it's
No,
it's just it's just
it's goop mode.
itself.
Yeah.
She nods like, I could see how that could be difficult. All right, I'm down for it. Do you want to go anywhere for this, or just right here is fine? I'm down for whatever.
Uh, is it easier someplace else? I don't know how this works.
Mm, it might be quieter outside.
That might be useful.
Mm. So off they go. outside. I think it's
Walking
a
outside.
I think it's a nice day, maybe a little bit on the hot side, but the birds are singing, the flowers are blooming. You hear that little like the in the summer you hear the little I think it's cicadas. Yeah, you hear that cicada whine that
We
tells
don't
the
actually have those over here. I've never actually heard cicadas before. Um,
no.
but I will take your word for it.
But in like anime to show it's summer, they always have the cicada whine like the.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I know what you mean now. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they always show it in like animes, and that's how you know it's summer. Like the lens flare on the camera that shows it's
I've never
sunny.
noticed that. How have I never noticed that? Oh,
But
okay. Well, I've learned a thing today.
if you like, it's like crickets going or something. Though usually they're more
Bug
of
noises,
yeah
TM.
bug noise TM. It's summer.
It's summer. Yeah.
Eh.
FM will follow Mia outside. Uh, it it steps outside and pauses for a second because of the differences in the brightness level. And the color of the goop shifts a little bit. So it's a bit less eye-catchingly sparkly.
Hmm.
So how do we do this?
Hmm. So she steeples her fingers in front of her, thinking. Okay, how to act like other people. I think first what you need is to know the kind of character you want to portray, I suppose. Like, do you want to seem confident? Do you want to seem mysterious? Do you want to seem friendly? So I think first you want to decide what you want to appear as. Does that make
Roll
sense?
insight.
Yeah.
Roll insight. That's pretty fucking good. Holy shit.
Her insight is really good.
Fucking bards. That's a 28. Okay. Is this what it's like to be on the receiving end of decimal? Okay. So, okay. So it's a little bit difficult to like read FM at least on the surface because it doesn't have any of the typical like markers that you'd expect from, creatures that have features you can read. But
Mm.
Mia very quickly picks up on the little ripples that run through FM as it like moves slightly. Um, it it understands logically what she's asking, and it knows the definition of the words that she's using, but it doesn't know how to do that. It doesn't know how to put those traits together and portray them. It
Mm.
has seen those things in other people, but there is a disconnect between that and being able to replicate it itself that it can't cross that yet.
Mm. And so she kind of goes, "Ah, this is kind of what you came to learn, isn't it?"
Yeah, it seems so.
I see. Hmm. Well, what are some traits you admire in others? Often when when we grow up, we reflect the things that we see in others. So you're not really alone there. It's just a matter of, I don't know, putting it all together. So, what are some things you like in others?
It pauses to think about that for a second. Um, and goes and mulls it over and then goes, well, a lot of the people in the tavern is, I don't know if brave is the right word. It has the meaning that
Hmm.
I mean here. Something happens and they step up, or
Brave is probably it. Some may say foolish, but not me. I agree that bravery is an admirable trait. Um, Bold would be a good one. Uh, Stand up for others. I can't think of words either. So you're not alone there either. Um,
they reach out a hand to help people.
yeah, I want to say generous, kind, stand up for others.
Kind.
Hmm. Doing stuff for others without expecting anything back, but just because you want to be there for them. Hmm. Is so that something you admire? Someone who is kind, someone who perhaps is bold, maybe like almost some kind of hero.
I don't know that hero
Hmm.
is. Some of the people in the tavern, those that call themselves tunes, um, I don't know what the word is. They act a certain way.
Like a character.
Kind of.
Hmm. Well, I suppose. Um, but let's think. So perhaps perhaps what you want to portray is someone kind and bold and brave. Am I getting somewhere? Is this
Yes, that sounds good. That sounds good.
mm. So when I want as an actress, something I do when I'm trying to portray someone bold and brave is stand up tall, shoulders back, and walk like I have purpose.
Does Mia actually like take on that positioning?
Right? Um, let's see. To portray kindness, the usual gesture is soft in the eyes and a smile usually, but not always. It doesn't have to be a big grin baring your teeth, but a soft smile will do. Just a little turn of the corners of your mouth upward.
Hmm. Can I borrow your face?
you're you're another shapeshifter. Like I've seen. I know we have a couple here.
Hmm. I don't. Hmm. I don't know if it's shape shifting per se. I don't know what it is, but
Um, I'd
it
say
might be best to show you.
okay. You have my
Uh,
you have my permission to use my likeness.
So what happens is there's sort of like a shimmer, like refracted light, and then on the sort of vague head-shaped blob, uh, suddenly that's your head. That is your head, and that is your arms that it has.
This might be weird if she hadn't met other shapeshifters before.
Mm. And it's like you can see the demarcation where this change is, and it's sort of like it's layered over top, like the light around it is changed.
Hmm.
Um, there's this almost sort of like it's like it's wearing a mask.
Hmm.
Um, just one that covers its entire head, quote unquote. Uh,
Hmm.
looks like you. And then it
Ah.
does attempt to portray the expression that you described. And I'm gonna roll performance for this, and I'm gonna laugh really, really hard.
Okay,
Uh,
good idea.
fucking, because it has a nat one, and that one is a -1 in charisma,
I
so
mean,
that's a 7.
oh, you're trying so hard. It, you know the face we make when you're like constipated? I think that's what's happening. Just like grinning too strained.
Yeah, is this what you mean?
Hmm. A few notes.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
You may be trying a bit too hard, and that's understandable if making expressions doesn't come naturally to you.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's a fair statement.
hmm, I suppose part of acting is imagining things in your head about things that mean something to you. Like, you might not actually be happy, but if you imagine something that makes you happy, it makes it easier to act happy. Does that make sense? For example, sometimes when I need to act happy and not necessarily fully happy, I think of, I don't know, like a rainbow, and it helps me act like I'm happy. Or if I need to act sad, I think of a wet kitten in a rainstorm. Does does that make sense?
As you're saying these things, and your own face changes, those changes are mimicked on the mask that FM is has taken on,
Mm-hmm.
exactly as you would have those expressions.
Hmm.
But the moment that it starts to think about it, they it's gone. It's back to the forced, strange, not quite correct positioning.
Hmm.
And it's like, I mean, I kind of think I get what you mean, but I don't think I'm doing this correctly by your face.
Hmm. Well, let's might be. Do you have anything that makes you sad or happy that we can try it out on?
Let me think. I mean, okay. Hmm.
Any food that is your favorite or unfavorite?
I mean, I didn't like alcohol very much. It made me feel really weird. Uh,
Hmm. So you could try thinking of alcohol when you want a face of disgust, perhaps.
Gotta roll this at advantage with your help.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. Natural 20, -1. It immediately makes the cat no banana face.
That's good, that's good. See, that is a face of disgust. That is really good.
I think I see what you mean. Yeah, I think I'm following what you mean now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, okay. Hold on. Other memories for other emotions. Um, and it's like really thinking hard here because it hasn't experienced a whole lot. It hasn't been alive for very long.
Usually, cute animals makes me feel happy.
I mean, that thing. Oh, hmm,
Hmm.
the things with the gold and in the eggs and hmm,
Dragons?
huh? What? I mean, I don't think they were. Maybe they were geese. Maybe I
Oh.
don't know. I don't think I've actually seen a proper goose. You
Hmm.
do you remember that egg hunt that Meadow put on that went kind of horribly wrong? Uh,
Oh. I think I slept in that day, maybe.
So Meadow put on an egg hunt that went kind of horribly wrong because there was a witch or something. I don't know. She was trying to steal all the eggs, so the eggs like got up and grew feet and started running off. So me and Chloe and gosh, who else was there? Um, I don't remember off the top of my head.
It's
Um,
alright. What
anyway,
happens?
there was this goose that someone said was Harold's mom or something. I don't know who
Oh.
Harold is. Um,
The chef.
but there were oh, okay, that makes sense. There was these golden eggs.
Hmm.
And they were actually kind of cute. I mean, all the eggs are
Yeah.
really cute. I think I'm gonna. I think assuming I'm using that word correctly.
Yep.
Um.
Yes. Usually baby chicks or baby geese or little
Oh no,
eggies.
they weren't baby. They were just eggs with feet.
Eggs with feet. Very cute. You are using this term correctly.
That's a 4 -1 at advantage.
For what?
To smile.
To
Okay, okay.
smile.
Um,
You're
if you've ever seen Boku no Hero Academia,
uh-huh.
fucking Aizawa's shit ass grin, just that's what it looks like. The most unsettling smile expression that you've seen on your face before.
Okay. This smile might scare the baby geese. The little
I
eggies.
don't want that. That's not what I want.
Hmm. Pre- pretend, I suppose, that there was a little baby eggie, and the little baby eggie you didn't want to scare away. So you want to be gentle and reassuring at it. What face would you make then?
It stops to think. Okay, that wasn't an advantage, but that's already pretty good. We're gonna take the first one.
Okay.
Swerve away from that nat one. It's an 18. Uh,
Oh, so you.
it it softens the smile. Brings a little bit of sparkle to the eyes. It's just a gentler expression.
That's it! That's the one! That is what you need to do when you want to be kind or friendly or inviting. If you want to show happiness, do that. Think of the little
Hmm.
eggies.
Mm-hmm. It like reaches up and just gently runs its hands over the mask. Trying to feel out the expression so that it can remember it later.
Hmm, do you want a mirror?
Oh, yeah, actually, that might be useful.
I'm gonna.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
think about that.
She's gonna reach in her big giant like anti grandma purse. You know, the kind of purse that has everything in it. That's her hammer space.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
She's gonna do that. And she will in fact pull out a little hand mirror and hand it to you. Like, here you go. You can also practice in front of the mirror, and that's what a lot of actors do is they practice their expressions at a mirror to see how it looks.
Okay.
You can keep that too. It's a cheap mirror. I got half a
Are,
dozen.
are you sure? Okay.
I'm absolutely sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's just like a basic hand mirror you could get at a dollar store.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, even professional actors who've been at it a long time, we practice in a mirror. So don't worry about it. That's why I have a lot of mirrors.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. That's very smart, actually. You're really good at this.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Another
What other expressions?
another thing you could work on is tone of voice. When I'm sad, I tend to talk slower, lower, a little bit gravelly. I'm sad. I feel bad. I don't feel good. When I'm happy, I'm a little bit more bright and sing song, and it kind of goes up like this. La la la, la la la, hee hee hee,
That's
hoo hoo
bad.
hoo.
That's not too bad. 14 minus 1, that's 13. Um,
Okay.
it like
Ha.
mimics like when it's speaking in your voice.
Uh
So
huh.
it like does its best to mimic your tones. And there are some slight changes, slight variations where it's not quite hitting the correct pitches, but it's a passable attempt.
Yeah. She nods along like, yeah, not bad, not bad. Could use work, but not bad.
Mm, mm,
Or
That
like,
one might have to be another thing that I have a face that I or need a face to do. When I don't have a
hmm,
face, it's kind of will just you probably heard me. I don't sound like a person. I sound like a thing. I guess I don't know.
hmm. So you can only have a tone of voice when you have a face?
I don't know. I mean, I only really sound like a person when I have a face, so I would assume so.
Hmm. I mean, that's fine. It's a little bit unique. But you work with what you got, you know? Um, hmm. How do you sound when you're angry? What makes you angry? M- The thing I hate, one of the things I hate the most is when somebody litters and there's a garbage can 3 feet away. And
That does sound annoying.
it makes me so mad. Usually, when you're mad, you like grit your teeth like this and like growl your voice a little bit and furrow your eyebrows, squint your eyes. Grr. You act a little bit like an animal who says, "Don't touch me." You know what I mean?
No, I don't. But I'll do
Hmm.
my best to mimic that. Right. Okay. 12. It's not.
It's
It's a passable attempt. It's not great,
yeah.
but it's a passable attempt.
We could work on that. We could workshop that. Hmm.
Hmm.
What is something really funny? Hmm.
Um. Oh, hang on. I know this one. When we were doing the egg hunt, and we found a bunch of eggs in Chloe's hat.
So think of that anytime you want to act silly or amused or
Not 20.
it was really funny. A really
It
solid
was.
memory.
It was really funny. Yeah. No. It's got that one on luck.
Yeah. And humor is probably the most contagious of the emotions.
Mm, I have seen that. Actually, I have seen that actually with other tavern goers, particularly the tunes. I think
Oh
they're called.
yes. I don't know if it's true for all tunes, but there is a tendency. A
Mm,
tendency for the silly.
mm.
Okay.
I think a lot of emotions are. What do you say? Contagious? Yeah.
Yes. I I really think the more time you spend here around other people, especially tunes, the more you'll understand the emotions and how to express them. I really think it's just a matter of time, getting experiences and using those experiences to reflect what you've learned. Cuz I
Hmm.
think you understand the basics of it. I think you get it. It's just a matter of you really haven't been here long, have you?
No, not really. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know how long it's been, but I mean, I said to Chloe, uh, I don't remember anything before the tavern. I walked through the
You,
door and then I was.
some of us are like that. I have a backstory, and I am actually pretty unique in that.
Hmm. Mhm.
So I'm able to draw from my backstory to get the the reactions I need. I'm able to draw from that to get that insights from the audience that I need. So I'm able to use that to my advantage. The more you have to tell, the more you will be able to tell. Does that make sense? Acting is
No, but I think I get what you mean.
yeah, acting is telling a story with your face, with your voice, with your body language that you draw from experience. The more experience you have, the easier it will become. Unfortunately, it doesn't come naturally. It isn't something you can do right away for most people.
Hmm.
It's something you have to practice at.
It mulls this over. Um, when when you when you're playing different characters, you look different, don't you? You like wear costumes and makeup and stuff, right?
Oh, yes, I use costumes, I use makeup, but when I need to change on the fly, sometimes I'll do uh alter self, or let's see, what's the other thing called? Before I had alter self, I had disguise self, which is
Huh.
just illusion magic. Alter self is a little bit more real and tangible, so I can look like other people if I use a spell slot to do so, but I cannot do it naturally on my own. I have to use magic for that.
Because, like, mm, mm, how do I explain this? Something that I have seen, not just in the tavern. Um, like I snuck out to watch think said it was called a movie. I think that's what it was called.
Yes.
But when because trying to be a person, taking from other people the traits that they have,
Mm-hmm.
copying them. That's what I've been trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is.
Who
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
who someone is who someone is seems, and like I said this to Kuno when I met them the other day. Um, who someone is seems to be pretty tied up into how they look. So I thought you had to have a face to be a person, but
Mm.
Kuno doesn't embody the face that they have,
Mm.
and you when you're acting, you're playing at being someone else, but you're still you.
Right. That is a good observation. Um, Certainly how someone dresses, how they do their face, how they do their hair can tell a lot about a person. And you can kind of transform yourself with just costumes, makeup, hairdos. You can look like another person that way. But it's also hard to say. Like, you can become another person. Master of disguise. Um, by by just applying those techniques. But you could also be a whole different person on the inside. It's weird. And sometimes
So
some yeah, go ahead.
so pretending to be something you're not.
Yeah, that's acting sometimes. And sometimes it's putting on a front for other people or just like a lot of real life interactions are wearing one hat or another. For example, when I worked customer service at a pizza place, I didn't act how I act with my friends. I acted as a pizza worker, but I was still myself as a pizza worker. And when I act in front of my friends, I'm still myself, but I'm myself as a person who is funny and outgoing and likes to talk to people a lot. And that's still me, but it's also a different side of me. I use parts of who I am to sort of become who I need to be in the moment. But they're all parts of me.
You have blown this goop's mind. Like, it has this sort of like, that feeling when someone is explaining something that you've never heard before, and the way that they say it makes sense, but you can't make it make sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of vibe that's going on here.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm.
So, there's a
Perhaps.
shimmer as the time limit on this ability runs out, and it goes back to just being goop.
Hmm.
So, who
You.
someone is, what they're like, isn't always the same. Then,
That is pretty much true, yeah. Except for people who are 100% genuine all the time, which sounds exhausting. But also, masking the process of putting on a show for other people is also exhausting. People are exhausted. Um, but what if I demonstrate a little bit? What if I did a little alter self? No, I'll do disguise self.
Okay.
A little illusion magic to become someone else and yet still be me. Let me ask you. I could do country, New York, or British. I ask you as the player.
Me as the player. I'm so curious as to what your British voice is. As someone from these shit ass isles.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. So her magic shimmers and sparkles, and she's covered in light. Like the way she does it, it looks like a magical girl transformation.
Nice.
So it looks like that as she becomes a little character she calls an enigma. And you're you're making me a little bit nervous because you're actually from the Isles.
Listen, people mistake me for American all the time. Go ahead.
Your accent does come across as neutral, what I would call neutral.
Yeah. My accent is fuck knows.
She becomes this. It's not very different from what she was before, but it's a little bit shorter and squishier looking. Her hair is shorter. Because when she first came here, her hair was like short like that, but she's grown it out since then. But anyway, right now it looks cropped short. But yeah. So she's like, uh, well, hello there. How can I help you?
Oh, you sound different too. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yes, I'm trying my best to do an accent that sounds a little more, I don't know, refined, perhaps knowledgeable. And she's also she's carrying herself a bit like an English teacher, but not like a mean English teacher, just like someone who teaches like creative writing and like encourages you to read the classics or something.
It's such a peak description. I love that.
Thank you. But yes, she is like, so I I call this character an enigma, and sometimes I use her to just just sort of become someone who loves puzzles and is very smart and articulate. When I want to practice those things, I become Anne. But I am still myself underneath Anne. Wait, did I tell you my name? My actual name? Before? You you knew me as Mia, yes?
Yeah, that's right. Is that not right?
That's correct. And did did I catch your name? Did we introduce each
Oh,
other?
uh, I'm FM. I don't remember if I said that before.
I don't remember either. But now we have. And
Yay.
it is delightful to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, it's delightful to make your acquaintance too. It like holds out a pseudopod, and like a little nubbin pokes out the top toward the end, like a little thumbs up.
Mm-hmm. And she'll hold out her hand to like shake it.
Shake, shake. It's a little bit like putting your hand in a bowl of oobleck.
Hmm. I've done that before.
Mm, but
She
cold and less wet.
yeah. She's not off put by it. This is actually probably better than what she expected. Huh. So you've
I think
over.
this is the first time someone's just shaking FM's hand.
Really?
I think so.
She is honored. You're rather good at this for someone who just appeared one day.
Well, I don't have a job or do anything really, so I watch people.
You could make a job of that. Probably. If
Can
you
you?
wanted to. Yes. People watching, let's see. Usually security guards come to mind for something like that. Are you capable of defending yourself or defending others? You said you admire bravery.
Well, I can hit things pretty hard.
That is usually a really good trait for a security guard.
Hmm.
If you wanted to make some cash, that would be my suggestion. People watching and hitting things.
Hmm. I'm gonna do that, I think. I need money to keep paying for my room.
That may be a good idea, although I know many people here just do whatever they want and get away with it, and it's fine because people deserve to live somewhere nice, whether they have a job or not. But that's neither here nor there. We do need to stop. We do need to make sure that the bills get paid around here. So anyone who has a job kind of pitches in a bit.
Hmm. That sounds pretty smart.
Hmm. I don't mind because I make a good deal of money at my acting job. We do well. And when times are slow in the theater, I also do stunt work for actual movies, and that pays better than you would think.
Stunt work? I don't know what that means.
Oh, so when there is an actor that cannot take a fall or cannot learn how to take a hit or something, uh, stunt people take the hit for them. But they are usually makeup, or I usually use disguise self to look exactly like them, or sometimes alter self, depending on the needs. Um, so I'll make myself look like them, and then take the hit, or take the fall, or take the jump, do a little thing that looks cool, and that will be filmed, and then the actor can do the actor things.
That sounds like it hurts.
Only a little. And we have healers on standby, of course, and it practical things like uh a little there's this kind of like an air mattress thing that you can jump on when you fall that catches the fall. It's not really that bad, and I usually do it for real kind folk who are tend to be less durable than toons at taking a hit.
I did see someone get flattened by a piano and then walk that off. Is that what you mean?
That is precisely what I mean. Yes.
Hmm. That makes sense.
See, I can endure things as long as they're funny. You know, that is the sort of tune logic we call it. Or rule of funny. Sometimes rule of cool. If if you're more of a cool type of tune. But
What?
like, okay. So there's different styles of tune that is more comedy or more drama or you know like so if if a tune is drawn to be or made to created to be um created to be tall in stature, lots of angles, lots of serious lookingness, they usually go on rule of cool. Whereas a tune who is round, short, simplified tends to towards the rule of funny, but it's not set in stone. Tunes in general could do either or, rule of cool, rule of funny, and it's basically a if it works kind of logic.
So you yourselves don't determine what is cool or what is funny.
Most of the time, I'd say not, but it is kind of a passive thing. What is funny, what is cool. But
Is this
mm,
is this related to I because some of the tune in the tavern sometimes just like look at something and there's nothing there. Is that the same thing?
she as you say that, she takes a glance at the nothing that you see, the nothing that is the camera. She tries not to, but she cannot resist it. And she'll look back at FM like, yes, it does. It is. There's a wider term for it called the bit. And so the tunes follow the bit. And the bit is something like, uh, it's hard to describe for one who is not a tune. I mean, real kind do it too, but only sometimes, and much less often, and they don't always. It's not as compelling for real kind as it is for tunes. Like, if there
I think
is,
I have a bit.
you have a bit.
I think
If you kind of understand where I'm coming from, explain the bit.
every interaction I've had with someone or a group of people, at some point, I ask them if I can borrow their face. Is
That's a
that
bit.
does that count as a bit?
She claps with delight and like, yes, yes, yes. You understand. That is a bit. That is a bit.
Okay, yay, I have a bit.
But yes, for tunes, the bit is like that, but more compelling. Like a real kind comedian might see a banana and feel the need to slip on it. But they could ignore the need if they so chose. A tune sees a banana and knows instinctively that someone, perhaps not them, but someone must slip on it. Does that make sense?
Uh, I think so. Yes. Yes, that does make sense.
Mm. I think. I think real kind and toon kind are more related than people tend to believe, but, you know, there are differences. But where were we?
Um, it pauses, thinks a little bit more. I don't remember.
Hmm, but, okay. Have. Have I. Have you learned something from all of this? Has this been helpful to you?
Yes, it has.
Oh, good.
Like I said, you're really good at this.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. But I do hope that this helps you with interactions with others. That that you can take this into real life and not just, I don't know, not just in the mirror. But you can take this into your interactions with others and understand that everyone's kind of just putting it on a little bit. And no one precisely knows what they're doing and just making up who they are as they go along. You're not the only one there.
Mm, I think I understand a bit better now.
Mm-hmm. Um, yes. Quite. Um, is there anything else I can help you with while we're here?
You've given me a lot to think about, I think.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
might, uh, go away and try to do some more practice. But,
Hmm.
uh,
What about costuming? Do you does this form is this form good for different clothes?
I think I can wear clothes. I've never really tried.
Do you want to take a look?
Okay.
And
It doesn't sound excited, but it is excited.
cool. Um, yeah. So she'll lead it back to her room. She'll leave the door open so they don't feel like claustrophobic. It doesn't feel claustrophobic or anything or trapped. Um, and she'll show it her clothes and like she has a variety of clothes, uh, pants, skirts, like shirts, casual, formal, everything in between.
It it takes a couple of items at random, um, sort of like holding them up to try and figure out how they're worn. It doesn't so much like put them on like a normal person does, more so than it sort of goops into them, and forms underneath.
Hmm.
I'm gonna just roll flat charisma to see if it can suss out something resembling fashion sense. Oh my god. It's a natural 0.
Your shirt
Does
is
Mia
backwards. Your
does 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 Mia have any feather boas?
what kind of tune doesn't have feather boa?
There is a feather boa, it's wearing a kilt, and it's wearing like a dinner jacket. Just a really bad combination, all in clashing colors.
Okay, but I think this is excellent. That certainly is one way to do it. However, Perhaps, hmm, perhaps I could pick something out for you and you could try it on instead.
That's probably a better way of doing it, yeah. It will goop back out of the clothes.
I have some old fashioned magazines that you could take a look at while I assemble something.
Okay.
And don't worry about how old the fashion magazines are. Fashion is cyclical, and you end up just wearing whatever you want most of the time. So, even if your choices were not quite my taste, if they were appealing to you, that is fashion. So, she'll.
I don't know that I understand, but I
Yeah,
trust you.
she'll shove a box of dusty, old fashioned magazines at it and just like start going through the things in her closet.
It begins to peruse with the same sort of like focus that a scholar would put onto a really highfalutin piece of academia.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm just gonna look up something and pick a few things that I think it might like.
Yeah, you can practically see the mental notes that it is making as it
Mm-hmm.
looks at these fashion magazines. Um, it's like every so often, because like it's just sort of like humanoid-ish. Typically, it's not super well defined, but
Mm-hmm.
um, occasionally it uh shifts into something slightly more resembling a proper human physique or a
Mm-hmm.
proper humanoid physique.
Right.
As it mimics the shapes of the peoples in the magazine.
That makes sense, yes. Um, there we go. Here we go. Let me just spoil for Scopo real quick. And yeah. And she pulls out something that's a little bit like a suit, but it's also a little bit casual.
Oh,
There's,
that's a look.
yeah, it's like a jacket. There's like a little bow tie thing, some jeans, and some black boots. Like, perhaps something like this would suit you.
Mm.
There's very few times you can go wrong with jeans for most occasions.
It pauses and then um like like goops into them, trying to fill them out as fits the material.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little bit strange. Like looking at those mannequins in the store that don't have any faces or anything like that, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
a bad look on the goop.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like this one. And she'll be like, yeah, not bad, not bad. Let me see, let me see. And feel free to, like I said, it's what you feel looks good, what you feel is comfortable.
it looks through the rest of the clothing. Um, Picks up a maxi skirt and a nice blouse, and tries them on as well. And
Ooh,
I don't have any images to hand, but it looks pretty good in that as well. If again, aside from the whole
right.
lacking a face thing,
Mm-hmm.
then it tries the suspenders look and looks good in that. It's sort
Yeah.
of like the perfect model because it can
Yeah.
be whatever it needs to make the outfit work.
Mm. And she'll probably mention that. Have you actually considered modeling? This wouldn't be bad for you, since you could fill out any outfit perfectly.
I
Um,
mean, I never thought about it. I didn't know that was an option. I'll have to look into that as well.
Now you got me looking up blouse and maxi skirt. Something colorful, perhaps. Ooh, I like this one. I don't even have to scope her because she's looking to the side.
Nice.
So, so, and she'll like kind of conclude this. So, just something to think about.
Oh, that is pretty.
Mm, you, fashion is something you make your own. You do it however you want.
Mm.
But if you need inspo, I'm not really using these fashion magazines. You can take any of them that you like.
I'm rolling for this because it'd be funny.
Hmm.
It goes to. 'Cause you said they were in a like a box, right?
Yeah, the magazines are in a box.
Yeah. It goes to pick up the box, and fails miserably. It is not strong.
Oh dear. Hmm.
I
I
might have to take these in several trips.
perhaps I could give you one magazine from each era, perhaps?
That also works.
And she'll start selecting her favorites from like each decade of the past like 50 years or so.
Nice. FM will take these very gratefully.
Mhm. Yeah, and she'll hand them over and just like, "Yeah, I'm really glad I could help." And her as her disguised self sort of sparkles away and she becomes herself again.
It
Really,
was a really good idea to come talk to you.
really, I'm super glad I could help out.
It again does a little pseudo thumbs up thing.
Hmm. And if you need other types of this sort of advice, feel free to reach out.
I will. Thanks. I
And
think that's a good point to wrap up.
yeah,
Unless you have anything else.
no, I think that's it.
Hell yeah. FM learns about things.
Yay! Mia
Giving
Mia
him much to think about.
Mia feels really good because she likes being helpful and useful and just like, yeah, this is her expertise.
Hey.
She's able to show off a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
We take those.
super duper. So
Mhm.
I think we just have to thank our audience.
Hell yeah. Thanks. Thanks to those of you in the audience who were here the whole time. Thanks to those of you who are listening to this in the future.
Thanks, past, present, and future. Wow, yippee.
Woohoo! Bye bye.
Bye bye.